You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
You're planning a vacation, an escape from the day-to-day routine of everyday life. You're looking forward to getting pampered in some sunbathed tropical island getaway, surrounded by cool, balmy breezes with the soothing, relaxing sounds of calypso music playing distantly in the warm island air. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Well, don't leave your pets at home. They want to go too. Welcome to Travel Tales, the show where you'll get great travel ideas on perfect places for you and your pet. From Paris to paradise, south of the border to the South Seas, Travel Tales will give you cool tips on fun vacation destinations to travel with your pet, pet-friendly hotels, and advice on how to travel safely and happily with your furry best friends. So get ready to pack the bags and the bones with your Travel Tales host, Janine Franceschi.
Hello and welcome to Pet Life Radio. This is Janine Franceschi, your host. I'm the owner of PAW, Pet-Friendly Accommodations Worldwide, and that is located online at www.luxurypaw.com. We're the only exclusively luxury pet-friendly hotel booking engine on the web. And today we have so much to talk about. We've got Nichole Smith with us, who is just a whirlwind multitasker. She's doing so much. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit it all into this show, but stay tuned and we'll be right back to talk with Nichole.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat backs and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this.
Hey, ready to take a walk? Not just you, but the whole family. It's the 2009 Whisker Walk, Sunday, June 7th from 11 to 3 at the Lancaster Fairground in Lancaster, Massachusetts. Pet owners and animal lovers walk to lend a paw to benefit the animal shelters and pet charities they love. Come see exhibits, demonstrations, educational programs, special attractions, product giveaways, entertainment, auctions, raffles, food, fun, and things for adults and kids to see, do, and buy, both human and pet related. Whisker Walk 2009, a fun day for everyone. For more information, log on to whiskerwalk.org.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's All Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand. This is the place for a special paparazzi treat. Only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm. Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back. This is Pet Life Radio, the Travel Tales series, and I'm your host, Janine Franceschi. And I'm thrilled today to have Nichole Smith with me. You there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Welcome to Travel Tales.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Well, fantastic. Nichole, as I said, is a whirling dervish of multitasking. I talked to her and I said, what are you doing now? And she's always got so many interesting things going on. She's an incredibly talented pet photographer. She owns Dane and Dane Studios out on the West Coast, and that's located at Dane-DANE-DANE.com, and we'll talk about that for a little bit. And then she's also the owner of a human clothing company that offers pet-centric items, and that's called Dog is Good, and it's one of my favorites. And she is a busy, busy woman. She writes and photographs for Fido Friendly Magazine and Modern Dog and Bark Magazine and CityDog Magazine, and we've got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to stop talking. So first, I want you to tell everybody, I always like to talk about your pets, and so tell us about Olivia.
Olivia is a Harlequin Great Dane. She is often mistaken for a freakishly large Dalmatian or a freakishly small cow. No one ever really knows she's a Great Dane. She's black and white spotted. She has a gigantic pink nose that's sort of become the mascot of our business because people are drawn to it.
That's on your business card.
It's
just
actually
this
on the back of my
super
business card.
close-up of her nose, and it's fantastic. It's such a great shot.
It's fun. People are really drawn to it, so it's a fun thing to have. And then it's like, having your photos of your dog with you. So you start talking about your dog and hand them the card, and they get to see her big pink nose on the back.
And how much does she weigh?
She weighs 130. She's actually kind of a small Dane, very slim. A lot of her Dane buddies are 160, 180.
Exactly. She's very sleek. Willowy even.
Got two different colored eyes. She's very exotic. She's
and how old is she?
Dog show reject. She's 5 years old.
5 years old. Okay, great. And was she the inspiration for Dane Studios?
Absolutely.
Is she your muse? Yeah.
She absolutely is my muse.
Tell us about the photography studio and your business there.
Dane and Dane Studios started as sort of a pet photography and retail business and has since sort of morphed into a pet photography studio, and we also do graphic design. So it's sort of a comprehensive resource for individuals who have pets. We do families and their dogs. We do weddings. We do events. Lots of really fun cocktail parties with CityDog Magazine. And then also we really reach out to pet businesses. There's a huge shortage in the pet industry of good photography for pet products. And so we do a lot of that kind of work. Dogs in dog jackets, dogs in dog crates, that kind of thing. Fantastic. For companies as well as, logo design, web design, marketing plans to help them really be successful.
Fantastic. And now you've also recently started a wedding component.
Yeah,
right?
I have a wonderful photographer who works with me. Her name is Amelia Soper, and when she joined, it was clear that she was very good at two things, photographing cats and photographing weddings. So she does our cat sittings around here, and she also is our wedding photographer extraordinaire. We shoot weddings together, but she's sort of the lead on that, and we really specialize in couples who are having their pet in their wedding. We actually offer a discount for couples with their pets. And we also have started to do quite a bit of destination weddings. We're in Cabo and Hawaii and actually Africa this year. So we're going
How exciting is that? Now, Olivia's not going to Africa. Is that right?
Olivia will not be going to Africa, no. We have to work up to the international travel. She's
Good to know. And when you say pet sitting, you mean that Amelia will take their photographs. She's not going to babysit for them, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Pet portrait sitting.
Pet portrait sitting. There you go. Fantastic. And now the photography, and when you talk about the commercial aspect of it, that really led to relationships with some really fantastic dog magazines, right? Fido Friendly and Modern Dog and Bark.
Yeah, we have different relationships with each of those magazines. We actually share space with CityDog Magazine, which is based in Seattle. And you'll often see our work on the cover, and we do a lot of travel writing for CityDog. So
it's one of my favorites. When we were on the West Coast,
it's your forte.
It's fantastic. It was really such a great resource.
It's fabulous. It's a lifestyle magazine. I sort of compare it to the sort of the Sunset magazine of the dog world.
Exactly.
And so we do a lot of weekend getaways and deluxe digs and some other really fun features for them. And then we have had other opportunities to work with other magazines. We've photographed for Bark magazine. And a lot of our clients have ended up in Modern Dog, so you see a lot of our photography in there.
Right,
and,
right.
We did some work with Fido Friendly a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's interesting. They all these magazines have a different niche, and so we have a different role. But
exactly, and it's so amazing to me because you really are nationwide. I mean, not only through the exposure of the magazines, but you were telling me that the wellness food company, the pet food company, has all of your artwork in their corporate offices, and that's in Massachusetts, and you're out in Seattle. So, I mean, you've got a wide net. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's kind of just happened organically. We've been in business for almost 4 years, and people keep coming to us from all over the place, so who are we to say no?
Exactly. And you had a great book project, the Good Behavior Book for Dogs. You did all the photography for that. That must have been an incredible experience.
It was a lot of fun. That came out in 2007, so we were working on that in 2006.
And that's published by Rockport, right?
It's, Query, Rockport. They're also in Massachusetts, ironically.
Right.
Get a lot of Boston love.
Exactly. Exactly. And tell me how you went from pet photography, for individuals and commercial work and design work into Dog is Good.
It's interesting, actually. When I first opened my business, I met an awesome, dynamic woman named Gila who had this concept of Dog is Good, and she really liked the concept, but she didn't really know what to do with it. She thought maybe she wanted to make T-shirts, and we found, as pet professionals, she's a dog trainer, I'm a pet photographer, that we wanted to have something cool to wear while we were doing these jobs of ours, and there was nothing really out there that we thought was both stylish and comfortable and affordable and not tacky. So,
pet-centric, not goofy. Exactly.
Not goofy, Well, neither one of us are the type to wear a big breed, T-shirt.
Yeah.
So,
and I love Dog is Good. It's so tongue-in-cheek. It's just so clever.
We have a lot of fun with it, and we have a lot of different ideas. Some end up as T-shirts, and some end up as cards. And then sometimes we have a T-shirt that we just came out with that actually was a greeting card and is now a T-shirt. It's all fun and games until someone ends up in a cone, which is a wild color for us lately.
I love it. And I'm so excited about your Obama T-shirt. Tell me about the Obama T-shirt.
Oh, the Obama T-shirt is very exciting.
Right?
Just did a big press release launch for this. It's the actual artwork on the shirt is sort of the Obama campaign logo with the red fields, the blue circle, and it's got a bunch of different size and breed dogs standing up on their hind legs. It's sort of silhouettes, very classy. And then at the top it says, United We Stand, and beneath it says Bark Obama. And it's not meant to be a political statement. It's meant to be sort of a unifying statement of diversity and how dog-friendly our country is. And obviously honoring the first family's new dog, which will be arriving soon. So that's a lot of fun.
Well, they keep telling us. That's what they keep saying. I don't think there's been a more anticipated dog in the history of the world.
Right.
But it's on the way. Well, that's fantastic.
It's very exciting. We're expecting some really exciting things to come with that T-shirt in the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic. And I want to hear about, now you do so much travel on the West Coast. You must have this fantastic list of your favorite places that are pet-friendly towns, really pet-friendly luxury hotels, restaurants, resources. So what are your top three? I mean, what's your favorite place to go?
Top three?
I know, 3. Well, you can do 10. You can do whatever you want.
We are really lucky to have the opportunity to visit these places. My favorite place that I've been to, Olivia actually did not join me because we had to take a small plane and there wasn't room for her 130-pound self.
Small plane and a big plane.
Was the Wickaninnish Inn, which is actually in Tofino, British Columbia. It's sort of on the middle of Vancouver Island up there. Gorgeous, incredible.
We just added that to the inventory on luxurypod.com.
It's amazing. It's an amazing retreat. It's right on the ocean. It's breathtaking, the details, the amenities, the comfort, the food, the wine, the view, everything is just over the top. And Tofino's a fun little town. We went surfing up there for the first time, which was great. And there's a lot of great local art and all kinds of activities, and it's very, very, very dog-friendly. So that's my number one pick. Number 2, I would have to say, just this last weekend, actually, we stayed at the Salish Lodge, which is in Snoqualmie, right above Snoqualmie Waterfall, which is in 30 minutes outside of Seattle. And this is a 4-diamond AAA property and has just recently in the last week become dog friendly. So we're very excited about this property. I've actually called them about every 6 months for the last several years asking them when they're going to be dog friendly. So they finally are, which is great.
So we have you to thank. Thank you.
I don't know about that, but I would write on it when they became dog friendly. That's for sure. So that'll actually be in the spring issue of CityDog, which will be on newsstands.
Oh, great.
End of April.
Okay. End of April. Okay. Fantastic.
So top 2, I'd say the next one down is probably a little place that no one's ever heard of. It's actually not a luxury hotel. It's a property that is called Sheepdung Estates. It's just as fun as the name sounds, and it's in Anderson Valley, California. It's a series of houses on acres and acres and acres of land, which is just north of San Francisco, California. And we had the opportunity when we visited there to arrive at night and not not have the ability to see anything except this expansive sky of stars. I mean, just unbelievable. And then woke up in the morning and realized we were surrounded by hundreds of acres of nothing, looking down on vineyards and fields, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful getaway, the kind of place you stay for a week and drive and hang out and visit the wineries and that different experience, but fabulous. And then I'd say the other thing I should mention is my favorite so far chain of pet-friendly places. You know,
okay.
We talk about
because they're so different. The individual boutique and resort hotels
really
are so different from the chains, but you got to have the chains. They're so great.
They really are. It's so nice to have that consistency going from, city to city and knowing that whenever you visit a property, it's going to be fabulous. And
exactly.
For me, it would have to be the Monacos, the Kimpton properties.
The Kimptons, absolutely. They tied for first in our
saw it with Lowe's,
top dog
right?
chain. No, with Weston, actually. I really had a great experience at the Westons. Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Yeah, I haven't stayed there yet.
Yeah, really great. They do a fantastic pet amenity program. Every time you go to a Weston or every time you go to a Kimpton, you know when you make the reservation what you're going to get, the pet bed and the bowl and the toy and the treat and the baggies for pickup. It just takes so much off your mind.
So dog friendly, not dog tolerant. They love to have your dog there, and they make a big deal about making them.
They do. They put your name on you put the dog's name
on the board. Yeah,
great. Really
absolutely.
Great. Well, will you stick around with us for a little bit? We're going to go to a commercial break and hear from our sponsors, but I'd love to have you back because we had talked that you might give our listeners the top 5 tips for taking great photos of your pets on vacation. I know that you're always going to get such a beautiful professional photograph if you go and visit a professional pet photographer, but you can't always do that on vacation. You've got your snap, your digital camera. So I'd love to know and be able to share with our listeners maybe some tips, which would be great.
Thing.
So fantastic. You stick around, and we're going to take a break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat backs and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Travel Tales will be zooming back with more great travel tips right after this.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet Magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet Magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at petplanetmagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in Paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
Pet Life Radio presents Paranormal Pets, where you can always expect the unexpected. Each week we'll discuss all aspects of weird or spiritual animal encounters, ghosts, totems, psychic animals, animal souls, animal angels, and animals in religion, with a little cryptozoology thrown in. Step into the supernatural world of pets with your Paranormal Pets ghostly host, Dusty Rainbolt, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Attention passengers, we are now approaching our final destination. The weather is sunny and warm. Ocean temperature is a balmy 80 degrees for those of you wishing to doggy paddle. Please exit to the front and see our activities directors on your way out. Have a pleasant stay.
Welcome back to Pet Life Radio. This is Janine Franceschi, your host for Travel Tales and the owner of PAW, Pet Friendly Accommodations Worldwide, online at luxurypaw.com. And we are thrilled to be talking with Nichole Smith, the owner of Dane and Dane Pet Photography Studios in Seattle, Washington. And she is about to give us, so stay tuned, grab a pen, tune in, 5 tips to taking great photos of your pets on vacation. So, Nichole, where do we start? We always joke.
We're going to go from 5 down to 1, okay? So we're going to start with the least important to important elements of taking great photos of your pet on vacation. Number 5, and this is something we ask for when we are looking for doggy at our hotels we visit, is just having a basic overall concept of basic commands with the dog. So a sit, stay, or a sit even, or a down, or some command that the dog actually recognizes is very helpful when you're trying to... I know, who would think?
Dog doesn't do any of that. That's right.
So that's why it's number 5. It's not the most important, but it is very helpful when you're taking pictures of your animal to be able to walk away from them and have them stay, or get them in a position where you want them to be. So that's a good start. Number 5, basic commands. Number 4 is something that sort of is pervasive throughout photography in general, but change your angle. Okay, so you probably have a million photos looking down on your dog because you're tall, and unless you're me, your dog is not as tall as you are. And so changing your point of view can be really helpful to getting a great shot. So either getting low on the ground and shooting up. Obviously, you can't always do this. It might be dirty where you are. But
anything for that great shot. Anything for that great shot.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what I go through sometimes. Or getting high and looking straight down, so you've got that, sort of wide-angle, huge nose shot. But changing your point of view can really add a really dynamic element to your photos. So that's number 4, changing your angle. Okay. Number 3 is very, very important, treats. Motivation. Bribery, exactly. We have several different kinds of treats here at the studio that we use. And it's really helpful with any dog to have some kind of motivating factor. Not all dogs are food motivated, so it's not always going to be a food treat, but sometimes it's a favorite toy or a squeaky, or sometimes even just the crackling of plastic, like on a candy bar or a bag of chips.
Just something to get their attention. Okay,
yeah,
keep them focused. Okay.
So it's helpful to get them to stay, get them to look at you, that kind of thing. Number 3, treats, very important. Number 2 is, again, sort of a general photography thing, and that is clear the scene. So put your dog in a position, or put yourself in a position to photograph your dog where there isn't a bunch of stuff in the background.
Okay.
So you either zoom in, so you've got a nice close-up, in photography they say fill the frame, which means, of course, fill the frame of your photo with your dog. Don't zoom in or zoom out, or put yourself in a position to have a very clean background, unless, of course, you've got the whole cityscape behind you, and that's the goal. You want to make sure that there's no clutter. Okay. So that's number 2, the scene. And the number 1 most important thing for getting great photos, really any kind of photos, but especially with pets, is the light. We've all seen those horrid photos where you've got the on-camera flash and the dog looks like a demon with red eyes.
Red eyes.
And it's really hard to avoid if you don't have the right amount of light.
And that's usually when I apply the change your angle, because I think, okay, don't take the shot straight on. Move to the side and kind of catch them, and sometimes I'll get one, but, man, absolutely. 99% of the time, got the red eye.
Well, that can be helpful if you absolutely have to have the flash to get the shot, but if you can avoid it, don't use a flash. Dogs do not photograph well with flash. Their fur looks weird. Their eyes do strange things.
Okay.
So avoid it when you can, and I know it's hard, especially we hear this all the time from our clients with those black dogs. It's hard to get a good shot of a black dog, but photograph your dog outside, where there's actual natural light. When you're on vacation, that's usually something that you can...
And what's the best light of the day?
The best light of the day is definitely in the early morning or the late afternoon.
Okay.
Late afternoon is my favorite because it's that deep orangey glow light that is just very warm and very flattering, and it just kind of feels good, so that's a fun time. And then you're going to want to make sure that your dog's actually facing the light as opposed to turn away from the light, because you don't want their face to be in the shadow. That's where all the expression happens. And unless you're taking a great, silhouette shot, you really want their face to be lit up, especially in their eyes.
Their little mug.
Their little mug.
Their little mug.
Keep in mind is that the more light you have, the faster a shutter speed you're going to have, so the more action you can capture. So dogs are not usually very static critters, so you want to really be able to have the more light, the better, so that you can really capture them catching the ball or whatever it is that they're doing.
Moving and running. And okay, fantastic. Tell our listeners, just wrap up for them, where we can find you, because you're in a million places. Dane and Dane Photography is
www.dane-dane.com is the pet photography website. And
Fantastic.
then Dog is Good is very easy. It's just dogisgood.com. You can find our wonderful, comfortable apparel there. And then also, you can check out CityDog Magazine, which is citydogmagazine.com. And the spring issue is about to come out. It's our cover shot, and then you can also read about the Salish in there, which is where we were last
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you have spent a lot of time recently revamping your website. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and is there a blog? Are you blogging?
There is a fabulous blog.
Okay.
It's linked all over the site, but it's just dane.com/blog.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And
Thanks for having us.
The photography information is fantastic. And I can't wait to see what you do next.
It's always an adventure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, give our love to Olivia.
Great. Thanks, Janine.
You're very welcome. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Nichole Smith from Dane and Dane Photography Studios in Seattle. And that about wraps it up for us today. I'm Janine Franceschi, your host for Travel Tales and owner of PAW, Pet-Friendly Accommodations Worldwide, online at luxurypaw.com. And we, too, have been blogging quite a bit lately. So visit the website and click on the blog tab. And we've also got a new announcement. We've just become the expert examiner for National Pet-Friendly Travel on examiner.com, examiner.com. And I try to put some fresh content on that site a few times a week, things that I don't blog about, things that aren't featured on the site or that I don't talk about here. But just to give you a little teaser, on St. Patrick's Day, we featured the most magnificently beautiful pet-friendly luxury hotel in Dublin, Ireland. So that was really fun. So thank you for joining us today, and please tune in again next week. Take care.
Attention passengers, please fasten your seatbelts, put your seat bags and sleeping pets in their full upright position, and prepare for takeoff. Pet Life Radio presents Travel Tales, the show where you'll get great travel ideas on perfect places for you and your pet. From Paris to paradise, south of the border to the South Seas, Travel Tales will give you cool tips on fun vacation destinations to travel with your pet, pet-friendly hotels, and advice on how to travel safely and happily with your furry best friends. So get ready to pack the bags and the bones with Travel Tales, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.